Paddington, one of London's most famous stations. And with nearly 40 million passengers a year, it's also one of the busiest. Among the 300 staff who keep the station running smoothly is customer service assistant Frank.
I've had quite a few jobs before. Worked in McDonald's, free cheeseburgers, worked in a warehouse and in Betfred. So far I'll say this is the best job I've had, definitely. Not every one day is the same. It's always different every time I come to work. Have a look at the tree coming out of the bag. When I say strange stuff happens on the station, today I didn't expect that. He goes, nothing diffuses a situation better than a smile on the face, But I know I make like I'm this happy fellow, but sometimes I do get frustrated, it happens.
And there's one thing that's guaranteed to wipe the smile from Frank's face.
Probably the worst shift I'll say is the night shift. That's the one that drags the most. Because the station's like a ghost town, basically. There's literally no one on the station, and yeah, time just drags. And I think it's one of the most dangerous shifts, I'll say, because you're out on the station sometimes at the far end by yourself. You could run into someone that's intoxicated, and yeah, you never know what can happen, you never know.
Well into his day shift at route control is incident controller Jason Haynes.
Hello, it's Incident Controller Swindon. We've got trouble with 1 Lima 66 at Goring.
He's dealing with a damaged train travelling from Swansea to Paddington.
I'm hearing it's the driver's windscreen that's gone, not an outer skin. It's the actual driver's windscreen. OK, thank you. 1 Lima 66 going through around Basildon. Well, no, it's around Goring area, suffered a broken windscreen on the leading power car. It's been caused by a freight train going the other way, 4 Bravo 85, that's flicked ballast up.
The stricken train is now travelling at reduced speed towards Paddington, but the incident has caused delays in both directions.
Going in the other direction, the train that caused it, the 4 Bravo 85 freight train, has been examined. So that's holding up 1 Lima 67, 1 Whiskey 31, and also the Paddington to Weston-super-Mare behind that. So we have got quite a bit of a queue already developed. So
in just 5 minutes?
In just 5 minutes, it's all just suddenly gone a bit pear-shaped.
And now another incident has been reported on the main line. A van has struck a bridge at Burnham, near Reading.
Burnham has one of the lowest bridges on our patch. It's about 7 feet, 8 inches, and cars drive into it quite a bit. If they drive into a bridge with enough force, they can affect the running lines that run across the bridge, so it could affect the safety of the line. And look, there looks like a suspicious van. At least it's not wedged under the bridge. I mean, that's good news. Well,
Mobile operations managers like Jane Colgan act as Network Rail's first responders when anything goes wrong on or near the tracks.
So these are the bumpers that stop damage occurring to the actual brickwork of the bridge. There's a lot of debris in the road. Let me go and find a driver. Looks like his airbag's gone off. I hope he's all right. Is this your van? Are you all right?
Yeah, no, perfect, I'm fine.
OK, because I just saw the airbag had gone off. You
Yeah,
sure
no, I'm fine.
You sure you're all right?
It just took me on the lip, but I'm OK.
Oh, OK.
Yeah. I wasn't going really quick.
Yeah.
I think I'd actually turned out here.
Oh, OK.
And it says 2.5, which is 8 foot something, and the van is 10 foot.
And he's not the only driver willing to risk a close shave.
Amazing. What are you doing? You've got to get out the other side. I don't even know what to do with this. That's amazing. I'm amazed. This is why we have this protective beam. We see that it takes the brunt of any impact, and it doesn't affect the structure of the bridge. Gee whiz.
In the Reading control room, they're working out what to do with 1 Lima 66. the Paddington-bound train with a shattered windscreen.
Coming forward to Reading now at 30 miles an hour, which is quite slow compared to its normal speed. It's going to terminate here with us on platform 15. We're then going to tuck him out the way in one of our loops, as he was going to sit here for an hour, otherwise we didn't want him blocking up a vital platform in the evening peak.
They're doing 100 mile an hour. All of a sudden they have a stone come up, smash the windscreen, emergency brake. It's a right mess. We've had to get the passengers off, make sure the driver's okay, make sure the crews are okay.
We've now got probably 3 or 4 trains London-bound that have suffered because of this, so there's going to be a lot of juggling around in London to try and get services out of London on time.
Back in Burnham, van drivers are still playing Russian roulette with one of the area's lowest railway bridges.
Mate, how big is this van? How high is it? What height is this van? What is happening today? You've been through it before? Yeah. I don't know how big it is. What do people think my job is? Some bridge monitor? I don't
Jane wants to make sure that the bridge hasn't been damaged from earlier strikes.
Basically, any fresh damage is what you're looking for. And if there is fresh damage, then we need to assess the track and make sure that it's not caused any damage to the running rail up there. But I'm pretty confident that there's not been any structural damage to the structure and the brickwork of the actual bridge.
At Reading, they've come up with a simple plan to get 1 Lima 66, the Paddington-bound train with a broken windscreen, back on track. They're going to send it out the other way round, towards Wales.
He's going to form a service to Carmarthen, which would normally start from Paddington. It's going to start from Reading this evening, though, obviously, because the front cab is fine for the driver to proceed.
It's just going into the loop now to turn round. We can drive it one way, we can't drive it the other way.
But there's one last-minute hitch to complicate matters.
Passengers are coming down from London Paddington on 2 trains. We've just been told now, though, one of the trains they are being put on is actually going to get here after the train should depart. We've just called control now for authorisation to hold the train, because otherwise, when the passengers get here, the train will be gone and they won't be impressed. We are waiting confirmation at the moment, so fingers crossed.
After being held for a few minutes, the Carmarthen train, now with a broken rear cab windscreen, is on its way. The time has come for Frank's turn on Paddington's late shift.
Alpha 6 receiving.
While the station stays open all night, it operates a reduced service with fewer passengers and, in theory at least, fewer incidents.
During the day, it's hectic. Got like 1,000 passengers in the station. But check it out. It's nice, it's beautiful, nice and quiet. But to be honest, it does drag, so you know I like the station when it's busy, time flies, but it's a good time just to have a breather in it, just to have a nice little breather.
As a wheelchair passenger, it's going to need a ramp on arrival.
Up in the control room, Richard will be Frank's eyes and ears.
Night time is my time. I sound like some sort of creepy person saying that. Night time is when you can put your own touch, if you like, on the control room.
Alpha 6 to base. Alpha 6 to base. Richard is sleeping right now, always watching EastEnders.
But there's real-life drama happening on platform 11.
We've had a call from Bravo 1 to report that a train that's just terminating reports is that a male has exposed himself in some shape or form and, rather disgustingly, has urinated on a seat.
Basically urinated on the seat of a train in front of some very small children. I've also got another passenger who appears collapsed on the platform.
Oh, let's have a look.
Right, okay, next to any alphas, can you make your way over to platform 11?
At Paddington, Frank from the Alpha customer service team has been called out to 2 incidents.
So guys urinated on the train and another passenger's collapsed apparently. It's the night shift action,
Right, male heading out of the station wearing a blue cagoule, light brown blondish hair.
Lovely, that's brilliant. Thank you, bye-bye.
From the control room, Richard has alerted the British Transport Police.
Hopefully, they're going to apprehend this male and take him to task.
Yeah, Alpha 6 to control. The guy's right in front of me. He's got a blue jacket. It's just opposite the barriers on platform 10.
The Alpha team aren't allowed to restrain or detain someone. They don't have that power.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
It's not within their job roles. That's what we have the BTP on site for.
Excuse me. Can you just wait here for a second, please? Can you just wait here for a second? You've done something to the train, please. Just wait over here for a second. Yeah, Alpha 6 to base. The guy's currently leaving the station at the moment. You can't do that on the train. You shouldn't do that on the train.
If they walk out the station and there's nobody around, no police to stop them, then there's not a lot we can do, really.
The Transport Police have caught up with Frank.
It's the guy in a blue jacket around here. He's in a blue jacket, just straight around this other side. Yeah, straight up, straight ahead.
And they have the guilty party in sight.
They're arresting him. Don't really like seeing that, but can't do that on the services. It's not right, man.
So, yeah, BTP have apprehended the male. Now, we've held the train back. The police want photos of the seat for evidence. You know, to do public indecency anyway is bad enough, but also to do the urination thing, he's in a lot of trouble.
Literally, you never know with the station, especially on the night shifts. It's when we get people that are intoxicated or drunk. Like the young fella over there, you could tell he's had a couple today. It's a bad way to end his night, obviously, but it's the job and it's my job. You can't really do that on a station.
And now he's got to deal with the second drunken traveller of the night.
Is he intoxicated and needs removing?
Yeah, very.
All right, mate, leave it with me. Yeah, base to Alpha 6.
Alpha 6.
Yeah, Frank, is it possible you could make your way over to platform 9? There is a heavily intoxicated male, so if we could possibly just escort him off the premises.
Yeah, that's what he's I'm only not here.
Have you got anywhere else to go, sir? You want to contact me? Because you're going to have to wait till the morning to board the next service. So...
The man mistakenly thought the train would take him to Bristol. But with no night services to the West Country, the furthest he would have got would have been the depot outside Paddington.
It might be an idea just to stick him on the benches, to be honest, and let him sleep it off.
When the service is ready to depart, we'll put him on the train, which is about 4 hours to go, so.
6 hours later, Frank himself is heading home after a busy night.
Another day done.
You guys want to take a step back and allow people off? Is that all right? Use both sides, please, folks. Both sides. Thank you.
40 miles down the track and the first major stop on Paddington's western route is Reading.
Mind your back, sir. We're about to close the door. Thank you.
Duty station manager John Gadd helps dispatch a train from here every minute during the peak.
London Paddington, yes, sir. Fast service to Paddington only. And it's the second busiest station in the country outside of London. 600 trains a day stop here. 19 million people counted as passengers through Reading every year. Real footfall's about 25 million when you count people that come and go and work here, etc. Extremely busy. Quick as you can, guys, please. We're ready to go. It's the place where everybody has to pass through to get to anywhere on the Great Western Network. Virtually every train stops here. Yes, sir.
Where do I go to get for Southampton Central?
You need a Bournemouth train. It goes wrong at Reading, it can affect every other part of the network. This is the one place where all the trains split to go in their various directions. We need to get it right here, and most of the time we do.
But getting it right at Reading today is not proving easy.
We've had a fatality at Staines, or in the Staines area, involving one of the South West Trains services. So we've pretty much had no service between Waterloo and Reading.
Last year, there were about 300 fatalities on the rail network. They can prove challenging for staff and cause major disruption for the train service.
We've got about an hour and a half's worth of cancellations to services at the moment. It's happened at the worst time of day. You'll feel the full effects for a good few hours and possibly until the end of today.
Reading's direct service to Waterloo is suspended, but Paddington can help take the strain.
Paddington, platforms 10 and 11, just up and across the bridge. I'm afraid.
So Windsor, Reading and Basingstoke, anyone going through those sort of areas, we're accepting their tickets. That's South West due to a fatality on their line at Waterloo. Whenever there's a situation like that, there's an agreement where they send us their passengers, because obviously we go to Reading and they go to Reading and they can change there. If we had a situation like this, we'd be doing the same.
But there's another problem developing at Reading. A Paddington-bound train has broken down on platform 15.
The brakes won't come off when we release them. There's sonic electrical keeping them on, we think. This is very, very rare.
We've got to get possession of the track.
OK.
I've got to look for the relay boards.
Oh, wonderful. This gentleman has got to go down the other side of the unit, onto the track, and look at all the relay boards to see if we can find a fault with it there.
But finding an electrical fault on a 3-carriage multi-braked unit like this is not straightforward.
If anyone knows these units, it's this chap.
It's a process of elimination involving a team underneath the train and at the controls.
We're isolating different things. We're taking relays out, trying to see if it's a defective relay, taking a wire off to see if we can clear it that way. You putting the cover back on, or? No, not at the moment.
They can't find why the brakes are jammed, and the train is now blocking platform 15. But Andy has a somewhat unorthodox plan, disabling the brakes and towing it out.
Our worries is, you know, we've got to get permission from the duty control manager, who is talking to people now, whether we can actually do this, because it is a rare move.
Why is it cancelled?
Person's been hit by a train.
On platform 5, the skies may have cleared, but passengers are still facing long delays after the fatality on the Waterloo line.
With things like this, it's unfortunately a case of just waiting to hear information. The emergency services will have to take as long as it takes them to clear the line and investigate.
So it could take any amount of time?
Yeah, it's different each time. So yeah, if you're trying to get to Winnersh...
42, customer ambassadors.
Yeah, James receiving, go ahead.
We will have the 1642 to Waterloo, and they'll do some service recovery on it a bit later.
Control room have just let us know that they've spoken to South West Trains Control, and they're hopeful that a service will be running in the sort of next half an hour or so.
I am still over on platform 15. I'll be here until it moves.
And Andy's now got clearance to get the broken down train on platform 15 moving again by towing it out.
Mechanically, we can't move this unit on its own. So we've asked permission for another unit to come out the depot, attach to this one, and pull this one in with no brakes. Let's go to TCD as booked.
Once we couple, I've got to take the brakes off all 3 vehicles.
Yeah.
So we couple, tug test first.
Yes.
Check this is secured couple. I'll then remove the brakes off the 3 vehicles.
Disabling the brakes will leave the train unable to stop if things go wrong.
That'll be in the rear cab, I'll be in this cab. Any sign of a breakaway, we stop the move.
The train that will tow out the stricken unit arrives from the nearby depot.
So we're just going to mechanically couple it. We're now doing a tug test to make sure they're mechanically coupled. And they are.
The drivers take their positions and their instructions.
There'll be 2 of them in there, one in the front, one in the back, so if it does come uncoupled, which it won't. Yeah.
Once all the neighbouring lines have been cleared, they're ready to go.
Yeah, it moves. 4 hours later. Yeah, it's good to see it go. The guys down there can fix it overnight and hopefully it'll be back out tomorrow.
Further down the line towards Bristol, Mobile Operations Manager Dave Withers is dealing with another issue on the Western route that can cause disruption.
Take notice of the sign, please, because obviously I won't be here later. Okay. If you get the whistle, blow, get off as quickly as possible. Yeah. Okay, you've got between 7 and 9 seconds to clear the crossing.
Okay.
Okay. Enjoy yourself. This is a crossing where we've identified a problem. We've got far more people crossing than I think the crossing was actually designed for. It's a user work crossing for authorised persons only for vehicles, but there is a public footpath across the crossing.
It's what's on the other side of the track that marks this out as a potentially hazardous spot.
Due to social media, it's been advertised as a very, very good spot to bring families in for picnicking and for wild water swimming. There is pictures of Victorian ladies and gentlemen in Victorian attire, sat down there eating no doubt cucumber sandwiches and sipping tea. Of course, in the Victorian days, you never had the social media like you've got today. Because it's such a beautiful place, attracts lots of people. Women, children, pushchairs, bikes. They all seem to come across here. They're going to have a good time on the opposite bank. We need to educate people on how to use the crossing, because the last thing we want is a tragedy, because that would be one tragedy too many. Yeah, if you can cross sort of in single file, one at a time. When you're crossing, if you hear the train horn, get across quickly as possible, please. Well, as you can see, we've just had a train go past. Those people got across safely. It's a big concern for us. We're talking of people legally crossing an open road, and they're not trespassing. But if they've been over there enjoying themselves, they might have other things on their mind. It is a worry, but we'll just do the best we can and keep everybody safe. That's all we can do.
At Route Control, Ian Willett is doing his best to keep someone safe. He's dealing with an emergency just down the track from Reading.
There's a distressed lady there on the end of the platform at Slough. Trains are going through there at 125 mile an hour. She's the wrong side of the safety barrier, so obviously we've got a concern for her welfare.
Around 250 people took their own lives on the railway last year, and at Route Control, they're staffed to respond to incidents as quickly as possible.
Because we've got a BTP embedded police officer in here, so straight away he's on the case as well, advising the BTP. It all speeds up the response.
Happily though, the incident at Slough has ended well.
The station staff are with her and the mom, you say, Dave, yeah?
57 normal working.
Yeah.
It's been taken away by the British Transport Police.
Brilliant. That's fantastic, thank you. And we can now run trains normally again.
Across the network, huge efforts are being made to stop such incidents occurring.
These gates are part of our suicide prevention initiative. They prevent easy access to the fast train lines. And they've been installed in a number of our stations where passengers have no need really to get to these platforms. So they've made a huge, huge impact.
Because Jane is often the first to respond to incidents on the network, she also carries out regular checks on specialist trackside equipment.
This is what's known as a Fatality kit box that contains a big rucksack that has all manner of things used to clean up fatalities. So what have we got there? Big box of gloves. The standard contents, we've got tarpaulins, boxes of gloves, disposable coveralls, hand gel, disinfectant spray, and there should be a high-vis in there as well. Everything seems to be present and correct with this bag. I don't think it's been used, which is a good thing. The worst part of this job is having to attend fatalities, and you sort of have to learn a few coping mechanisms to try and distance yourself emotionally from that and try not to get too caught up in the aftermath. But it's not the nicest part of anybody's job, really, the police, ambulance, fire brigade. But you just have to get get on with it.
At route control, the emergency alarm has been activated. And this time, there's no good news.
We've had a fatality at just outside Avonmouth. The driver, 2 Kilo 31, activated the emergency GSMR, which was alerted in here that he's struck a person. It's pretty much just here, just as you leave Avonmouth station.
The British Transport Police are heading to a fatality on a branch line of Paddington's western route near Bristol.
There's a train there.
Train 2 Kilo 31 has come to a stop just under the M5. Mobile Operations Manager Dave Withers is at the scene.
The train from Severn Beach to Bristol has left Avonmouth station under clear signals, and at the last moment, unfortunately, a person has jumped in front of the train. The driver is okay. I've spoken to him when I came on site, but he is going to be relieved, and until he's relieved, the train is not going to move. We've got a duty of care to the deceased, and we've got to pay the deceased the ultimate dignity. But also, we've got to balance the fact we've got a network to run. We've got possibly thousands of people on trains stuck, so we've got to balance it with them.
I've had a busy start, an average middle, and a busy end, all in 12 hours. So we just don't know what this next phone call is going to be when the emergency phone goes off. You never know.
Another day on the railway is coming to an end. But Paddington never sleeps.
Hello, Control in Paddington.
Up in the control room, Graham is settling in for the night shift.
A lot of the passengers have now gone home, and as they walk off into the sunset, we now have, instead, we have builders, contractors on the station. Right now we have the contracted window cleaners that are here. We also have the bigger jobs being done on the station, where like these stone slabs on the floor are being replaced. We have the overnight cleaners, obviously, that work on the station. And pretty much any jobs that can't really be done when you've got the people here, because obviously loads of passengers here, you don't want any accidents to take place, so that a lot of the bigger jobs happen when there's nobody on the station.
But tonight, Graham's also got an issue on the tracks just outside the station.
We have a track circuit failure. It's very similar to pretty much a signalling failure, where trains can't be routed into Paddington because of basically a failure of the tracks.
Only 3 of the lines into the station are usable, and delays to incoming night trains are building up.
There's one train out there with passengers on it that's been on a red light for 84 minutes. And that train is less than 3 minutes away from the station.
Meanwhile, on the concourse...
OK, that's platforms 1 to 6 only.
Alex and his team are ready to embark on one of the muckiest jobs at Paddington.
OK, that's fantastic. I'll commence work and stand by and await your call for the rest of the station.
They're taking advantage of the empty platforms to clean toilet waste flushed onto the track. Canvas sheets help stop it soaking into the ballast, but it's still a messy operation.
It's quite a grim job. I hope they get paid well. I don't know if they do, but I hope they do.
And they're up against it in more ways than one. Even at night, there's a strict timetable.
Speed is of the essence in here, because what we're going to have is we're going to have some overhead line machinery in here, doing some work on the wires above. So what we need to do is we need to get in and out as quick as we can.
Just outside Platform 1, the track team are preparing to get in and do their work.
Evening. Good evening to you, Twyford Sigmund TVSE.
But before they can start, they need to coordinate with the Thames Valley Signalling Centre. where signalman James Denny is closing 2 lines into Paddington, so the track team can work in safety.
Understand, driver, thank you very much. Can I have your phone number, please, and then your assurance you won't move until contacted by the PICOP or the ES?
The lines are closed and they're given over from ourselves to someone called a person in charge of possession. They own the railway then instead of us, and essentially it's a safe zone. It's like a coned-off zone on a motorway. Any trains that are in there are restricted to a very slow speed, same as you would see on a motorway, for both the people doing the work and the safety of the trains.
We're just going to start unloading ballast. We'll stockpile the ballast in front of the dozer. It'll start pushing the ballast out and getting the level there. We need to be cleared up, train on its way, site wrapped up for 4 o'clock in the morning. So we've got a window of about 4 hours, potentially 3.5 hours, depending. We have to be quite sort of military in what we do and get everything sorted. And once we get the nod, we just carry on regardless. And to work to that time, 0400 to get things away. So, yeah.
Yeah, stuck, actually. It's basically going to be held outside till it gets to the platform. 1 Lima 96, number 11, coming in now.
Back in Paddington Control, Graham has fresh problems on his hands.
Yes, indeed, Hotel 1. I see a waiting signal on platform 6. We've got a couple of late runners that are getting in the way. You should get it very soon.
Nighttime maintenance work is disrupting an already tight schedule.
Basically, every night, they usually shut either platforms 1 to 6 or 7 to 14. You can run half the station successfully, but pretty much when things are running on time. If you've got a few trains running half an hour late, it's very awkward to do so.
The service is late running because of track work further down the line.
That's 3 minutes away, half an hour late coming in. Right now, between Reading and Slough, there's only 2 tracks available for the trains, one going towards us, one coming away from us. Usually there would be 4. I've got 3 passenger services at least 25 minutes late because of that work going on in that area.
And with half of the station's 14 platforms closed for maintenance, finding room for the delayed incoming trains is not easy.
Base to Bravo 11, platform 11, 5 Lima 96. Not to rush you guys, but if it could be gone as soon as possible, we have no available platforms.
The delays are affecting other overnight operations on the railway too.
We have a train that's just arrived here in a station half an hour late. That's going to go to our local depot. Now, that'll leave to go to the depot, at the moment at least half an hour late, which could delay that for tomorrow's service.
Obviously, a night shift, it can be a bit of a mission for us, because basically everything that arrives here has to go back out again in the morning. Because as well as the 3 roads inside this servicing shed where we carry out, obviously, servicing and underframe exams, we've also got 4 other roads outside. Then on a night shift, they'll all be filled up once or twice a night each, 3 times sometimes. So it's obviously that in itself is a challenge.
Here is our overhead line equipment machinery now, and he's going to come down and do some work above us, which unfortunately is now going to stop us from working for a while. It's life in the railway fear. They're bigger than us, they've got priority.
It's pretty amazing sometimes how huge something can develop so quickly, sort of like a snowball effect, so quickly, especially at this time of night as well. You think there's a lot less trains running.
Back in the depot, routine overnight work on the 40-year-old rolling stock includes cleaning inside and out and refilling each unit's 2 4,500-litre fuel tanks. More complex repair work and late arrivals can make it difficult for Colin to get the trains back out in time for the morning.
We can have a lot of changes during the evening, which then means we've got to juggle our workload throughout the night to try and to deal with these unplanned repairs.
But tonight at least, Colin's juggling has worked out and trains are heading out in time for the morning service.
It's busy on a night shift, but as long as we see the tail lights and the departures of everything first thing in the morning when they're all gone out, we can all say it's a job well done.
And it's job well done from the control room.
Go ahead.
Where Graham has single-handedly juggled work crews, platform changes and late train arrivals.
It's not an issue. It's not an issue at all. It's totally fine. Unless I have a heart attack and die, hopefully someone will know and alert the appropriate people.
At Southampton, it's a new day for the railway, in more ways than one. After a 2-month voyage from Japan, the first of a new generation of electric high-speed trains are being unloaded.
So I'm a third-generation railwayman, third-generation Great Western man, so it means a lot to me to see these come in.
Electrification of the Western route is due to be completed in 2019, and train driver Chris has come to see a little bit of history being made.
When I think my grandfather started in 1914 on the railway, on the Great Western, and when I think about what the grandfather and my father has seen during that time, it's great for me to see a massive change as well.
Great Western is replacing its diesel rolling stock with 93 new hybrid electric trains like these. They should be cleaner, faster and more comfortable.
Quicker acceleration just mean that we can shorten journey times on most routes. That's the biggest thing that people are going to notice.
For the moment, though, train drivers like Jody are still enjoying the last days of the diesel trains that for the past 40 years have been the backbone of Britain's high-speed rolling stock.
I am going to miss these trains because, like anything, it's like your first car, isn't it? This is the first thing I've ever learned to drive in terms of, you know, railway. So, yeah, I am going to miss them. But at least I can say I've driven them, so that's good. You get so used to driving these, and they're just so comfortable. So it is a bit daunting having this whole new piece of equipment that's so advanced, but it's exciting at the same time.
But new electric trains will need new overhead cables to power them.
The Great Western Main Line is the last main trunk route in the country to be electrified.
And here at Dauncey on the main line from Paddington, they've run into a problem. 2 19th century bridges, built by railway pioneer Isambard Kingdom Brunel, are too low to carry overhead wiring.
The overhead line equipment requires an overhead clearance that these bridges were never constructed with that in mind. It'd be a lot cheaper and easier if we could just take the bridge down, in all honesty. But being Grade 2 listed, that's not an option.
So they've come up with another plan. They're lowering the track by just over a foot.
Until we've lowered this track by roughly 400 millimetres, the electrification team can't put the overhead equipment through. So what we've got to do is take this back down to its original foundations, effectively.
They've got just 9 days to complete the works.
As soon as we finish on Monday morning, the guys will basically get the green light and start bringing down the new overhead line equipment.
The team must also install a new culvert under the track to prevent it from flooding in heavy rain.
The design and speccing of the whole thing took far longer than the actual installation. It probably took us the guts of a year.
Once the culvert has been installed, the new track is laid onto its lowered bed.
The various sections of rails need to be clamped up, and those clamps need to have sort of bolts put through them and tighten up, and that machine you can hear is the one that's tightening the bolts.
It's taken approximately half an hour to do the 500 metres that we're up to at the moment. If you look at the guys behind you, they're using the hand tools just to snag the ones that haven't been picked up by the machine. So you can see how long it's taken them to insert those ones as opposed to the machinery that we're utilising behind us.
With the rail in place, a trainload of ballast arrives. This is crucial to holding the track in place and keeping it well drained.
25 loaded lobster wagons. Each one is loaded with 60 tonne. They'll be unloading topstone from there onto the track. At the moment, everything's on time, ticking along nicely. Hopefully, we'll have the trains whizzing along down to London and Bristol on Monday morning, 5:30.
Back at Southampton, they're unloading the last carriages of a cargo of new electric trains, which will soon be running in and out of Paddington on the newly electrified Western route, which in its turn will plug into an upgraded national rail network, designed to carry more and ever faster trains.
Obviously, passenger demand has grown so much, even since I've been at Paddington, which has only been for 10 years. You know, we've seen massive investment the last few years. It's like a whole renaissance of the railways again. It's fantastic to see it.